Shout out to our sponsor, Movement Watches.
Get multiple watches in one with bands you can switch out for a whole new look, because who needs to buy a whole new watch for every occasion?
Not you. Get 15% off your entire purchase at mvmtwatches.com/theknow. Welcome to The Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins.
And I'm Gus Sorola.
We are just a little over 2 weeks out from Sony's PlayStation meeting where the company is poised to announce the brand new PS4 Neo. But over the weekend, we got a surprise leak of a brand new console from Sony.
This is the best leaks, the surprise leaks. A smaller, cheaper 500GB PS4 Slim appeared in the wild during the last couple of days, and its authenticity has since been confirmed by a number of outlets as of this morning.
And judging from some of the information, it might not be quite the update that many Sony fans were hoping for, a la the Xbox One S. But on the flip side, it could get an enormous cut in price instead.
That's the best kind of upgrade.
If you can't have one, you want the other one.
But first, here's how it all went down. The images of the PS4 Slim originated from Twitter user Shortman82, who... Shout out, Shortman82, who sent the images to a number of famous internet types, including Kinda Funny's own Greg and Colin. I know those guys.
Yeah, they like those PlayStation things. They're probably like rubbing their junk all over those pictures. According to Shortman82, the images came from an ad from his local classifieds in the UK. The ad also appeared on an online auction site called Gumtree, along with a number of pictures of the system itself, the box, and all of its packing. The British seller claimed that the machine was an unannounced version of the PlayStation 4 and was asking for around £295 or $387 US.
Shortman82 then decided, fuck it, I'm a baller. I'm just gonna go and buy it and see it for myself. That led to a number of other pictures of the alleged Slim in comparison to the current PS4, as specifically requested by Greg Miller.
And then junked all over. Looks maybe a little smaller, not Greg, the console, maybe. And it's certainly not crazy small compared to the original, but a little bit.
Again, the console.
The console.
Okay. Considering we've seen a number of impressive fake leaks over the last year, gamers were immediately split into #TeamFake or #TeamReal. Seriously?
If you don't add a hashtag, you're nothing. It's like back in the old days of hackers, it's like, you're no one without a handle. Now it's a hashtag.
So anyway,
you remember what I was talking about.
They were trying to determine whether or not this new console was legit. After all, we've only heard reports of the PS4 Neo coming at the PS meeting next month rather than any reports of the Slim.
Yeah, the Slim was a big surprise. The biggest arguments for #TeamFake were the fact that the box didn't have any separate branding for this being a PS4 Slim. It didn't differentiate it from the regular PS4 at all, actually. Also, they said the console was just, well, too ugly to be real.
But it's what's inside that counts.
Not always, Gus, not always.
Like that's ever stopped anything from being real before. But before the tinfoil hats could come out in full force, a number of outlets have started confirming with sources that this is indeed the real deal.
Eurogamer was the first of these outlets, stating in their report, Eurogamer understands the PS4 Slim will be released shortly after this event, later in September. We don't know how much it will cost, however, but the expectation is it will be cheaper than the original PS4.
That takes care of the PS4 Slim announcement itself, but Digital Foundry took things a step further by going to Shortman82's house to confirm that the device is indeed real. They've since posted a video of the console's startup process and menu.
So if it's a fake, that means 3D printing has gone totally Super Saiyan on us because it can now produce working PlayStations, and I would absolutely download a PlayStation. Or the slightly more plausible scenario that someone might have stolen this one from a warehouse.
And considering how many people are chiming in besides the dudes at Eurogamer, it's looking more likely. The Wall Street Journal has also joined in on the story.
Citing sources familiar with the matter, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Sony intends to aim the new Slim model at casual gamers while aiming the Neo at hardcore gamers. One financial analyst they spoke to also believes that this model will come in at a cheaper price point than the current $350 PlayStation 4.
Thanks to all these reports announcing two consoles at the same time next month seems to be the likely case for Sony. Considering Microsoft did the exact same thing at E3 back in June, it would not be unprecedented either.
And while the strategy behind both announcements may look the same on the surface, a cheap, smaller model plus a beefier upgrade, they're actually just a little bit different. Mostly because the Xbox One S and PS4 Slim seem to have slightly different goals in mind.
The Xbox One S wasn't just a new form factor, it was a hardware upgrade to slightly improve the Xbox One with HDR and 4K. It also provided a slight boost to video game performance thanks to some overclocking happening under the hood, which they didn't officially announce.
No, that was just like a
people didn't figure it out until they actually got their hands on it.
Strategy-wise, the Xbox One S is a good way to give the platform a shot in the arm while we wait for the Scorpio to launch next fall.
But the PS4 Slim is a little different. In fact, calling it the PS4 Slim might be a misnomer because the box that came with the console doesn't indicate that Sony is trying to intentionally rebrand this as a new PS4 model.
In addition to no PS4 Slim branding, there's also no mention on the side of the box of 4K video playback. The side of the box doesn't denote HDMI 2.0 or Blu-ray UHD capability, which means 4K video is probably not an added feature for the new model. If that's the case, it makes it more likely that Sony's intent is for this to be the brand new base model rather than a separate product line.
As for the price, our guess is that it will be coming in significantly cheaper than the regular PS4. With the game, you can nab the current console at around $350, so we'd expect this one to land somewhere in the $250 range, or even $200 if Sony is feeling particularly crazy and wants to be cheaper than the regular Xbox One. I don't think they need to do that.
They're not that hard up. So for Sony, the Slim isn't meant to compete with the Xbox One S from a performance standpoint, but rather it provides an option to get new gamers who aren't as interested in 4K gameplay, which, let's be honest, a lot of people bought the Wii, and that was the standard definition console when HD was like the new hotness. So there are people out there who don't care.
You could buy component cables and get 480p out of a Wii,
Oh my god. When Neo comes out, that'll make Neo the 4K box and the super cheap PS4 the regular box.
And if that's the strategy they're going for, it seems even more likely that the Neo might even be out as soon as this fall. At the moment, we have no idea when to actually expect the new console, but pairing both options together at the same time, rather than spreading them out over 6 to 9 months, would complement one another rather well.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting play by Sony. On the one hand, they're going to have super cheap PS4, but on the other, it'll be outperformed by the Xbox One S right out of the gate, thanks to the S's HDR and 4K video support, which would mean that multi-platform games look a little better on the S than they do on the Slim thanks to HDR.
Assuming you have a 4K TV or a HDR capable TV, which I assume most people don't, so.
Probably not yet.
Calm down. As for how the strategy is going to play out, we could be finding out sooner than you think. According to This Gen Gaming, they got in contact with the mysterious seller who says that the Slim will be out on September 14th, just 1 week after the PlayStation meeting. How does this guy have all this information and the box and...
I mean, if they have the box, it's because they are close enough, I imagine, to the thing to have an idea when they're shipping out of said warehouse that the box is probably stolen from. So basically, don't buy a PS4 for next month. Just hold off for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little while.
What do you guys think of the leaked PS4 Slim and how it stacks up against the Xbox One S? Let us know in the comments.
I'm sorry. I'm remembering composite cables and component cables and like S-video cables. Oh my god, you guys, it used to be a hard world. It really did.
Now you got your HDMI.
Now it's easy. For future updates on Sony hardware, make sure you like this video and subscribe to The Know. Thanks to Movement Watches for sponsoring this update.
Movement watches are made with versatility in mind because you don't want to buy a new watch for every occasion.
That gets expensive. If you were in brown shoes, instead just switch out your metal band for a brown leather band, like Gus's, and then bam, practically a new watch.
And you can see I got the brown leather band, like you said, with a watch with like these cool little blue dials on it.
I like the blue detailing in
Yeah,
that.
it's nice.
Mine's a lady watch. This is my first ever adult watch. It's not from somewhere like PacSun. I actually got like a nice like rose gold. Every time I wear it, I'd like to wear it to brunch, and I'm like,
To brunch, listen to you.
I told you it's my first adult watch. So watches start at $95, but you can get 50% off your entire purchase when you go to mvm2watches.com/theknow. I'll brunch all the time with this watch.